Well, hold on then. If she's trying to tell you that you're taking her second, who's taking her first?
Tori.
So hold on, what you're saying is Tori and Madeline are having relations.
I didn't think that one through.
No, you didn't think that one through there over there, did you, Captain Obvious?
Yeah, because then I could take first and second at the same time.
Oh boy, you want to be so glad that red cars don't count, because you'd be off for that one. Hello there everyone, it's Sunday, and you know what that means, Rels yours with Trains in World 5. As we head over to one of Sheldon's favourite places in the world today. But we're heading there because there's a race that people need to get to. And it's a race they have to get there quickly as well. So let's go to the MBTA Commuter route, Boston-Worcester, to do Patriots Run. It is a fine Monday for a marathon. Get the spectators into Boston in good time to watch the marathon and enjoy the Patriots Day festivities. So grab your ticket, get in line. Sheldon here as well to have some fun. Or will it be Sheldon? Will it be someone else, I wonder? Yeah, you know, YouTube pulled me up 3 times for that on one of my videos.
What did they pull you up on?
They pulled me up for saying the F word 3 times in 3 seconds and said you're not having monetization on this video.
F.
Exactly, it was absolutely F. It's Patriots Day, and that means Marathon Day in Boston. You've been tasked with bringing this extra revenue service. Start your loco from Cold, then head towards Framingham as an empty revenue service. You'll then call all stops to Boston South. The weather is terrible this morning, though should set to clear in time for the race. Yeah, I bet it will. It's bloody Boston. It's bloody miserable.
Dear RockstarPoole69, how dare you say our weather is bad? Our weather is nice. And I'll go back to eat my Subway sandwich now.
Your weather is not nice. Your weather is absolutely terrible. I'll tell you who else thinks the weather is shite in Boston.
Who?
You know who.
You know who?
We're not going to start this, are we, already?
Who?
No, you know who.
What? Boston guy?
No, you know who. You know who else thinks that I am right when I say the weather in Boston is horrible.
What, Tico?
Well, he probably will say it as well. Yeah, move to the cab car. Start setting up the cab car. Okay, that's fine. We'll go do that.
By the way, today we're going to be talking about the roadmap.
Well, not just yet, we're not, because before we do that, you got to do your shtick, which you seem to have stolen off me.
Yeah, because you wanted me to do it.
I don't want you to do it.
Well, you do it then.
You do it.
You do it.
You do it so well.
What?
Go to the end of this.
Today we got a banger. No, fuck's sake! I forgot it.
Hold on a second. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god, I don't know that part.
Oh dear me, but
we got a banger that's, well, really a banger, a wreck.
Yeah, you got a banger that's a wreck, because the wise man once said, if you have not yet liked, commented, subscribed, turn on the post notifications, let you know when a new train sim video. What's a video? What's a video? I've got Jonathan Wass syndrome. Hello, welcome to today's video. That's what I'm saying. When a new video drops every Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday on the RockstarPoole69 channel, you're missing out on a treat.
Which I forgot to say that part.
You did. You're missing out on a treat. You know why you're missing out on a treat?
Why's that?
Because we have a banger. We have a banger that's so big that it tried to cross the marathon at Boston in first place, but it was beaten there by a fat bloke eating a Subway sandwich. Oh, everyone thought I was going to go down a different route then, didn't you? You thought I was going down a different route then. No. He might have gone down that route, but I didn't go down that route. Because I know what you're like.
I know. I can't believe I really fucked that up.
You fucked that up so much. Right, this yard has manual Can you see shit out there?
No.
Oh, I don't think you could. Yeah, we let me just scrib this off. Sorry. I need to scribble it off. Because then I need to figure out how we're going to get you and me together.
Oh no, I know what I should actually do.
What?
The wise man once said.
Yes.
I forgot what he said.
There you go. You say that entirely.
Yeah.
You say that entirely. Because look, all of July is ready.
It's all ready.
It's sitting there, it's all ready. It just needs 2 things.
A recording day or 2.
Yes, exactly. That's all it needs. And as you can see on the other side as well, we've got a nice big massive gap forming. Where the 3 German routes have finished up
By the way,
from last year. Yes.
which one we're going to save for the next roadmap?
Which one we're saving for the next roadmap? Well, when should the August... it's July next month, isn't it?
Yeah.
When should that drop? Give me a rough date.
Well, if it's anything...
Give me a rough date.
If it's anything, you think it would be the 1st of July. But I reckon they're going to hold it off till the 8th of July.
You think the 8th of July?
Like they did with this roadmap.
Well,
to be fair though, they did say they were going to take a break.
Yes. Well, considering how I've already got the first 3 sorted, I'm going to leave the choice up to you because, well, there's no easy way of saying this, folks. And I mean there's no easy way of saying this. That week, we have a 2.5 hour sand patch grader route. And we also have a 2.5 hour car home pass route.
Oh, them again.
Yes, oh, them again. So, and it's coupled very nicely with a 56-minute Kassel-Würzburg route.
Surely they have to be disappearing soon.
What, sand patch and car home?
Yeah.
No. Because look on the other side here.
Are they literally the routes that just keep on giving?
No, we are going to get to the point, sir, where when the next rotation comes around after we start Bakerloo again next week, the Bakerloo and Ruhr-Sieg will disappear from our screens and Sandpatch will start it with car home pass. Yeah, I said that.
Hang on, so when we do that Bakerloo on there,
Yeah.
that's the last one?
No,
That's the second
that's
last.
the second last one, as is the Ruhr-Sieg. And then for the other side, I've left, well, it wouldn't surprise you what I've left for the Ruhr-Sieg Nord as the last scenario. Actually, yes, it will surprise you because it's a shunting scenario.
Shunting's always last.
3 things that are guaranteed on this channel. We always do a massive video for the roadmap. We always bring anarchy and chaos, and Ian always leaves shunting scenarios to the very last.
They're shunted to the back of the queue.
Yeah, shunting to the back of the queue. Absolutely. But look at the next, because these are all up to date as of the next rotation. Look at that to start it off. Look at all those reds. It's going to get to a point, right, where the next rotation around, which will probably be in Train Sim World 6, if Train Sim World... No, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. Stop talking about a game that hasn't been fucking announced and hasn't been fucking released yet.
Actually, there's something that I want to get on with that.
Yeah, you get on with it then.
Right. Because I noticed that when the roadmap came out, I noticed there's people in comments on Instagram going, Train Sim World 6 when? How fucking rude are you?
Exactly.
It's like, Train Sim World 6 when? Why are you demanding it? In fact, you're entitled to jack fucking shit. Don't demand stuff. Ask nicely. And you do keep demanding. Luckily, they don't actually tell you, which is good. But if you keep on demanding, they should technically block you.
Yes.
Don't demand for stuff just to satisfy your own fucking ego.
Exactly.
Rant over.
I wholeheartedly agree, sir. It's like, right, I won't say who it is that's commenting on my videos, right? But I had a comment on today's release, which was a few days ago for you guys, for the graduation day video we did for the San Bernardino line.
Yep.
And the comment was, who's leading the red card count? Sorry, did you watch the video? Make it clear you didn't watch the video without saying you didn't watch the video. Idiot. I'm sorry, I will say it. Idiot. That shows, right, you haven't even bothered. Because if you had bothered to watch, you'd know.
Because you put it towards the end, or was it mentioned during the video?
It's there in big red and white letters in the corner of videos what the red card count is. You can't miss it. Look, it's not in this video, it's not down in the corner of this video, because we agree roadmap videos are
anything goes.
Anything goes.
Like how much cake Tori's got.
You like Tory, don't you?
Oh yes.
You really do like Tory, don't you?
I do. June is a good month.
Would you say June is better than August?
We'll debate that in August.
We'll debate that in August. I think we should debate that now before we get the roadmap started.
Go on then, show me August.
Okay. I will now walk over to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders calendar to see who August is for Sheldon. While Sheldon bores you with useless information.
Tori's got a good cake. That's not used. Actually, that is kind of useless. Except, it's a front view.
It is a front view, but she's holding up the number of fingers I think she can take in a... Yeah.
I think she's trying to say that I would try and take a second.
Well, hold on then. If she's trying to tell you that you're taking a second, who's taking her first?
Tori.
So hold on, what you're saying is Tori and Madeline are having relations.
I didn't think that one through.
No, you didn't think that one through there over there, did you, Captain Obvious?
Yeah, because then I can take first and second at the same time.
Oh boy, you want to be so glad that red cars don't count, because you'd be off for that one. You'd be off.
Thank God they don't count. For this one.
I know they don't. Anyway, shall we get on with it?
Right, all the fun to one side, let's get serious.
Oi. Alright, gentlemen, let's talk business. We want to talk about everything.
We'll talk about nothing.
We'll talk about something.
Deal.
And we'll talk about June's roadmap, which you will now see on your screen. And as you can clearly see, there's been a rather notable introduction to the 0 to 3 months that has come in.
You know, there's actually on Instagram someone posted a pic. You know, one of those video gifs.
Yes.
Of a guy going to the fridge. He's like all like this.
Yes.
And then he looks at it, rolls his eyes, and closes the fridge door. Every time the roadmap comes out, it's like, oh, it says something that no.
However, on this occasion, I think we can say there's something nice and tasty in here. I think we can say there's something nice and tasty.
3 new things that have popped up.
3 new things which went straight into the 0 to 3. Straight in there. One thing that's gone out of 0 to 3, one that's gone into 0 to 3. 2 things actually that I think have gone into 0 further down the tracks. Actually, I do apologise. But we shall get on with it.
No, I think it's just that one. Is it that went into the 0 to 3?
No, because I think if we're being honest, the new 3 are definitely new inclusion in total.
Yeah.
So they've gone straight in. They've gone straight in, right? Then that's gone into 0 to 3, back into 0 to 3 after they've sorted out their issues.
Yeah.
It's replaced Santa Fe, which I believe was in 0 to 3, was now shifted to further down the tracks. And I'm pretty sure that the Transport for Wales Pacer was in 0 to 3, and that's
actually
taken,
it was.
And that's taken a back seat.
It was actually
slightly.
Thinking about it now.
We were talking about them in the last stream, but the 86 and the 142 were practically neck and neck, and now all of a sudden the 142 has bumped itself into
back again.
But for those
I think they want to keep. I wouldn't be surprised if they're releasing that first,
Yeah.
which they are.
Oh, they will, yes.
But they want to hold off the pace a little bit till the hype dies down at the 86.
Yes, I quite agree. Anyway, for those who didn't get the photo of the roadmap, let's go over the too long didn't read summary for you. And the too long didn't read summary.
In other words, you just can't be asked to read it summary.
Yeah. It's basically notes. We are getting a new add-on. Now, I don't exactly, because I've not read it properly yet. The MBTA Providence to Stoughton Line HSP 46 add-on, which could mean the return of the Boston Sprinter route. Don't tell Boston Sheldon. We have a new cargo line coming out that's going nuclear.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Alan Thompson's route is back in the 0 to 3 months. We're going to get the Expert DB 101 on the Castle Würzburg route. Ugh.
That better not be another 30 quid.
Yeah, you know that'll be a 30 quid route, mate. You know it will. The BR194 E93 Rail Tour pack from Train Sim Germany, which we have even more news on that.
Which was only announced a day ago from recording this.
Exactly. Class 86 of the Mark 2F coaches. Santa Fe gameplay pack for the Car Home Pass from High Iron Simulations. We have patches, we have mastery, and we have Dovetail attending the Greatest Gathering. But let us start with probably, I think, the most cheeky announcement that Skyhook. Is it Skyhook first, or is it no, it's not, sorry, I do apologise. It is, well, it is a new gameplay pack. We shall announce this right now. And this does mean that as the screenshot, well, the pen will have to work first. Come here, pen. Pen, thank you. There.
So in other words, it's a Loco add-on.
It's a Loco add-on, but it is a Loco add-on that brings the Boston Providence route, so the Boston Sprinter route, back to Train Sim World. Are you happy about that, Boston Sheldon?
He's too busy eating his Subway sandwich.
Okie dokie. So a new gameplay plaque is... Plaque? What's a plaque? New gameplay... Oh my god. Right. Take my teeth out.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. A new gameplay...
A new gameplay pack.
Thank you. Is coming that brings the iconic purple HSP 46 from the MBTA Commuter, this route, over to the NEC Boston Providence route, which is the Boston Sprinter route, with a new set of gameplay scenarios and conductor mode for the route. Lovely, we got there eventually. These 3 new scenarios will challenge you in different ways, from building up formations from a cold start, yard work at Redville sidings, to train rescue operations during snowfall. A tutorial for the HSP 46 will be added to the training centre to feature a guide for setting up the train controls, loading and unloading passengers, and completing a full loop of the circuit, which will share more details of gameplay pack in the coming weeks. So,
but again, it's like, yes, there's something for the Americans, but it's not really.
It's not really so, but it's something.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be any more than, if I'm being honest, I don't want that to be any more than a tenner.
15 tops?
I would say, no, I wouldn't even say 15 tops.
12.99 tops?
12.99 tops. If it comes out around $9.99, $12.99, I think you can say that's sort of a good deal. But we'll have to see what...
There's only extra scenarios, is it?
3 extra scenarios and conductor mode, as well as the HSP 46 set. Can you turn the 2 YouTube videos off? I'm done with them. Yeah, you can just close them straight away. There you go. Thank you very much. But yeah, I don't want to see that more than a tenner. I'd say 12.99 is tops. Something I want to see $12.99 for, definitely. And that is...
We would even play $15.99 for it.
I think we'd pay 15 quid for this. I think we would. But Skyhook Games, hot on the heels of Cargo Line Volume 4, which is already out for the military, have decided, I know, let's go nuclear for the next one, because gameplay for Cargo Line, the Volume 5 pack, introduces the FNA-D Flask Carrier Wagon and their perfect partner in the Type 1 Class 20-3 diesel locomotive as Cargo Line Volume 5 goes nuclear. Created as a wholly owned subsidiary of the British Nuclear Fuels Limited during the late 1994, DRS had the sole purpose of taking over rail-based handling of nuclear material from British Rail. Initially operating from their reprocessing plant at Sellafield, DRS opened a dedicated depot at Carlisle Kingmore Yard in 1998 to cater for its latest fleet of 15 X-Class Channel Tunnel Works Class 20 locomotives. And I must say, they do look nice in the debranded DRS livery. DRS eventually operated a fleet of 21 examples of this English Electric Type 1s, being significantly upgraded by brush traction of Loughborough with long-range fuel tanks, group standard headlight clusters, high-impact windshields, and a complete cab rebuild before outshopping them in their iconic Oxford blue livery with fully yellow ends and red buffer beams. Whew. The original fleet of FNA wagons were built by British Rail and later Procore for the transport of spent nuclear fuel from power stations to for processing and research centres. These fascinating wagons came into service in the 1970s and became an iconic part of the network performing this important task. In the 2010s, it was identified that replacements were required, and the Nuclear Decommissioning Authority commissioned W.H. Davis to produce 40 new wagons as a like-for-like replacement for the original FNAs. The new batch featured several major updates, including exposed framing, different bogies, and the ability to carry a wider range of flask designs. Despite the reduction in nuclear power plants in the UK since the millennium, the FNA-Ds can still be seen used across much of the UK. In this add-on, the Class 20 appears in the unbranded Oxford blue livery to represent these locomotives. Thank you to Skyhawk Games for giving us a glimpse of this new add-on. We can't wait to share more and continue the Cargo Line service series further into Train Sim World 5. We are getting... I thought as soon as they said...
It was funny actually because, yeah, the roadmap here.
There's the roadmap, he's got the roadmap.
Because I was reading the comments.
Yes.
And somebody's like, where was it?
Where was it? Good, you're looking for it here, he's looking for it. He's looking for it, he's looking for it.
See, there's that one with the fridge.
Alright, okay. So one of these goes, that's mid. Hey, it might be mid, but we still have to report it. There you are. Better before the 9 up, unless y'all got more equipment. Oh dear me.
So someone's like, another crap roadmap.
Yeah, shut up. Whoever, Welsh Railway guy.
If it's crap, do one you fucking self.
Yeah, exactly. Do your own game.
Oh, I can't see it.
I think that was you just about to see it there. Hold on. Here, is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
I can't wait for a nuclear fast that are pulled by EWS Class 66 because this studio can't be fucked to model everything else, all for a wonderful price of an full indie game. Who wants to tell him?
First of all, EWS don't do the nuclear flask stuff.
Yes, who wants to tell him?
Oh, he soon changes tune.
He soon changed your tune over there, didn't
because
they?
Somebody says it's DRS Class 20s. He goes,
holy shit, they can actually bother to do something different for once. I'm surprised. It should have been a 68, but whatever, I'll take a new livery at least. Yeah.
To be fair, a 68 would be nice.
Yeah, 68 I think would have been the perfect time to introduce the 68. But
yeah, he was like complaining because it was going to be EWS 66, even though they don't do the flasks.
DRS 66 maybe.
Yeah.
But not EWS 66.
There has been some DRS 66s on it, has there?
Yes, yes. Back in the day, this is going back about 5-10 years ago, we used to get 37s, 66s, 20s, literally they throw literally anything on there, including the kitchen sink.
Did they even use the 47s as well?
I'm sure they used the 47s and the 57s, yeah. DRS would throw anything on the flash train.
But now it's just the 68.
Now it's the 68, but my god, the 68s sound awesome.
Don't get me wrong, they're awesome locomotives, but I think for flash work, they're just overpowered for it.
They are. They're very much overpowered. Should have Qantas in the drive. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I like how you've done that, and then I'm getting a fucking pack through. Why are you thanking me for that?
Yeah.
This dude is ridiculous.
But speaking of planes, because our next add-on is something to do with planes.
It is, because back in the 0 to 3 months, ladies and gentlemen, and taking its place back rightfully in the 0 to 3 months.
I was at the 0 to 3 last month.
No, I think they had to take it out because they had a load of glitches with it that happened.
No, they... well, again.
Yeah, and then they put it back in there. So it is back in there properly now.
Again.
Yes, I would say it's back in there properly. But it is Alan Thompson's route. And this month, Alan Thompson's simulation team are excited to share new screenshots and details for their Manchester Airport commuter route.
Before we get started, do you know what plane that is?
That will either be the Airbus A321 or it'll be the A350. Do you want to know why I know that?
Why is that?
Because they're the only two planes that are commissioned by this franchise. But for the looks of it, it looks like the 321.
Okay.
Looks like the 321. So, hi everyone, a quick update from Alan Thompson Simulations. We're thrilled with the progress we've made over the past few months. We've been working hard at bug fixing and refining the route, incorporating value feedback from DTG during the QA. And thanks to this, we're now back in the 0 to 3 month section of the roadmap, which is fantastic news.
Before I move it, did you see that move on its own?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It moved on its own, and we have to live with that. So we can't wait for you to finally experience the route firsthand. With over 900 playable services across 2 timetables, you have plenty to explore, including the Class 323, Class 66 Freight and Railhead Treatment Train, Class 390, Class 350, East Midlands Railway 158, ScotRail 158, and Transport for Wales 150 and 153. Your support and feedback from the community have been truly appreciated, and we're buzzing to see the release come to life. Stay tuned. But I think you can see just from the screenshots.
There was also a comment about that.
Oh, there was also a screenshot comment about that, was there? Oh, it'll be interesting to see this comment. What's this
it was
comment?
about the Alan Thompson sim route.
Yes. He's gonna go find it now. There it is. More trains are needed for the Northern Line on Manchester Airport, and can we please have other options besides the 323 on that line? It's a very first project for a small team. Well, I agree with that.
Yeah. And plus, the 323s are for that route.
Yes. Also, I like how they've used the meme 323 for that one. You know, 3232 32 32 32 32 32 32 32 32 32 32 32.
Well, what else would you put on it? The 331s? The 319s?
Yeah, 331s would go on that route. No problem.
The 319s before they were withdrawn?
319s before they were withdrawn. It depends on when you set this route.
Yeah.
It depends on where you
but
set.
The 323s are the standard for that route.
Yes. They are the standard.
So, if you don't want 323s on that route, well, they might as well not bother making that route then.
Also, if you didn't want 323s on that route, tough shit.
Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Right. Shall we get on
Did we actually just say that?
We did. And we have to live with that.
Yeah.
Shall we get on to another route then, sir? Well, not a route, but...
probably the most overpriced thing that's going to happen.
Yes. Yes, it's... Well, what...
Well, hang on.
Go on then.
Before we get started...
Yes.
Because basically, they're just putting the things that they've already done on a different route, are they?
They are.
So, if they price it like they did last time, what's the excuse for this time? Because basically,
It's the same thing, just on a different route, isn't it?
yeah, it's like a lot of hard work has gone into it, but it's like you already brought it out. So that's not your excuse of pricing it up as 30 fucking quid.
Yeah, I quite agree with that. Anyway, announcing the Expert DB BR101 on the Castle Würzburg gameplay pack from Train Sim Germany. Well, let's see what Train Sim Germany have to say about this, shall we? Return to the Expert DB BR101 on Castle Würzburg with a new expanded timetable, 5 exciting expert level scenarios and much more. Let's hear from the TSG team to understand what they've been working on. So we will return to Castle Würzburg with a new timetable set 2 years before the original one, coming in with 26 more playable services and over 1,200 new AI services to bring to life to the cities. Of course, it is focused heavily on IC traffic with the 101 Expert, but brings you new opportunities for the ICE 3 and 1 as well. The expanded timetable will change/add to the following: reworked freight layers, ICE trains and formations have been swapped to better represent the 2018 timetable, including addition of the ICE-T layer. IC layer is completely different with many more 101 and cab car led services, including a few light loco runs where LZB use is prohibited. New Flix train layer with 2 BR193 services, and overhauled and added AI wherever the high speed line passes by or interacts with other lines. 5 new expert level scenarios await to be played, which include new gameplay such as written orders and lots of changed scenery. We can't wait for you to experience this fun gameplay pack. Expert level scenarios will feature all new types of gameplay, including the rescue scenario with the ultimate stopping precision required, wrong line running around track closures, voiceover lines, and oh my god, there's some words that shouldn't be together. Befuddled documents on the cab desk. We'll be sharing much more details about what you can expect with these new scenarios in future articles, but for now, stay excited and prepare yourself to expect the unexpected. Yeah, with them lot, I'd say we'd expect.
Yeah, but like I said, if that's 30 quid, then what's their excuse?
Exactly. Add-on bundle information. The following content is required for this gameplay pack: Schnellfahrstrecke Castle Würzburg, and Expert DBBR 101 and IC Sturwagen Loco add-on.
See? That's the add-on there.
Yes.
So if they charge that 30 quid, then...
well, we'll have to wait and see. But celebrate Pride Month as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is Pride Month this month. If you are one of those people, happy Pride Month to you. We're getting a new livery for the Expert DBBR 101. Yes, we are. As a final note, Take a Pride rail as the Train Sim World team has also recreated 101066 in its special railbow livery, which will be a free update for all existing owners of the Expert DBBR 101 and ICE Sturwagen Loco add-on. And it looks like this.
Well, that's a nice free update.
That is a nice free update. Do we have that add-on, sir?
I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
Because it's 30 fucking quid.
I know. I know. So,
Like, to be honest though, we did see, because one of them that's going to come up, that we are going to be talking about, has already got a price tag for it.
yes.
Even that would be a bit pricey for the DB101.
Yes. I agree with that. Shall we, we'll do that one last. That one we'll do last. So let's move forward, sir. Let's move forward to this one here. Let's move forward to this one right here,
okay.
Because another release to keep an eye on in the coming soon is the BR Class 82-2. Go on, and you're going to say
You said
something.
that last month.
I know we said that last month, but
No, they said that last month.
did they?
Coming soon.
Yes.
Because we thought it was going to happen in June.
Well, it hasn't happened in June yet. It'll happen. It'll happen. I am calling.
Coming soon is like 2 months away.
Actually, hold on. 24th. When's the 24th of June, by the way? out of interest. Oh, it's going to come in July now. Yeah, it's coming in July. I'm calling it for July.
Yeah.
Unless they bring it out on the 26th of June, I'm calling it for the 1st of July. There you are. I've called it for the 1st of July. Come back to see if Ian is right for this. And more.
So do hit that subscribe button.
Yes. Because if you haven't hit that subscribe button, why haven't you?
If you haven't hit that subscribe button, Boston guy's going to come out with his subway and start beating you up with the subway until you hit that subscribe button.
In fact, here's what I'm going to do. If you've not yet subscribed, right, if you've not yet liked and you've not yet commented on this video, right, I want a 10,000 word essay on Sheldon's desk first thing tomorrow morning. Okay? And the title of it should be why I chose not to subscribe, like, or comment on this video. Please stop banging the cheerleaders on that desk, Sheldon. It'll give him something to do aside from banging cheerleaders on the bloody table.
Really?
Well, I won't be here, will I? I'll be elsewhere, so I can't do it. You've got to do it.
Okay.
This goes out, sir, on the 15th of June. This Sunday. Right? So it's got to be on your desk first thing in the morning. Where are you on the bloody 16th of June?
Scotland.
When you back?
Friday.
I want it on my desk first thing Tuesday morning. The 17th of June. And you can all explain to me. And now I want 100,000 words. Anyway. Class 86. Let's get on with the Class 86, shall we? Put that there. Included are several external variations of the Class 86-2 which feature changes such as 2 different types of pantograph, RHC cables and a centrally mounted high-intensity headlight and a single rally light uniquely fitted to 86225. The eagle-eyed amongst you will remember this light from the first ever teaser image for the Class 86-2.
Hang on, rallying lights.
Yes.
What does it think it is? It's going to go the World Touring cars?
Yes, it's going to go 3 left.
Or World Rally cars?
It's going to go 5 right, then 6 left, over crest, through narrow tree. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Of course it is, but we all know what I'm trying to say. Through Shap Sturl, exactly.
Through Shap, turn left.
Yes, turn left. Careful, square right. Drop below. The feature coach of the Class 86-2 is a much requested Mark 1 BR R&B buffet car, which I think you'll admit that looks.
That does look good.
That does look very nice, doesn't it? Then again, Si, right? Who is it again? Remind me, it's Just Trains, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we expect anything but more from Just Trains?
See, that's a pack that I would say, if that's 20 quid, I'd still buy it.
I would as well. Also included in the pack are the Mark IIF coaches in BSO, TSO and FO variants. The air-conditioned Mark IIs were the mainstay of many long-distance passenger services after their introduction in the 1970s and have been used ever since in both service and engineering and rail tour duties. Yes, you're having a look there, aren't you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, does that mean we get 86259 Les Ross? We may get 86259 here. We may do. We'll have to.
If not, I think somebody would
make it, definitely.
Yeah.
Both the Class 86 and Mark II coaches bring additional challenges to the stunning West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle route and will substitute in place of some Class 86 hauled services. As well as this, included with the Class 86 add-on will be 5 brand new scenarios available to play on the Preston-Carlisle route, ranging from a football special out of the map to Wembley to represent England playing against Scotland during April 1986, which England will win because Scotland are rubbish in every single way. Sorry to all my followers here in Scotland. I probably just insulted Jordan there, didn't I? Do I care if I insulted Jordan and the Scottish football roots? No.
you know I said about that price earlier?
Yes.
Well, the price is up.
Yes,
we'll
the
get
price
on to that
is
in a
up.
second.
Catch up with many more DLCs, including our Class 86 coming soon article. Trains in World 5 Class 86-2 and Mark IIF coaches is releasing soon. for Xbox One, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Epic Games and Steam for £19.99 British pound, €24.99 or $24.99. No release date as of yet.
But as we said, 20 quid for that, you definitely will pay for it.
20. Well, it's just trains, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, some people are going to be moaning, oh, but that's too pricey. Well, tough shit.
Yeah, tough shit.
You know you're going to get something good with that.
When you get a Just Trains product, you are getting quality. Okay?
Over quantity.
Exactly. But they are giving us quantity with this. Okay? 5 scenarios, a new loco, a new bunch of coach. In fact, 2 new locos if you think about it, because you got the 86 in blue and the Intercity livery. And you got all new coaches as well. For £19.95, as I keep saying every time, here is a blank check with my name on it. Put any amount you want and I'll pay it. Because £19.99 for that, for Just Trains, is payable.
And
will we buy it day one? Maybe.
50-50.
50-50. But we are definitely paying. It all depends on where it comes out in the rotation.
But honestly though, that's something that I would pay. Because you know you're going to get a decent add-on.
You do.
See, if Rivet Gates decides to create like a class 156 for example for Trains in World,
Yes.
and they charge it 20 quid, then it's be like, hang on a second, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but oi, something in this scenario doesn't seem right. And that scenario is you.
Rivet.
Yes. In fact, it's Rivet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why are we mentioning Rivet?
But no, I'm just saying, if Rivet pulled like a locomotive out...
You know what happens when Rivet get mentioned.
Oh yeah, they get red cards.
Automatic red card.
But I'm saying, if Rivet produced the locomotive add-on, and they charged 20 quid for it, then yes, feel free to ask questions.
Everyone's going to be now asking, what the fuck did Rivet do? Here it is, Sheldon bringing it up, and Rivet red card. Then like, what did Rivet Games do to deserve that?
If you ask Just Trains for 20 quid for that locomotive add-on, you won't question it, but there'll be the odd one or two that will, because they think it's too pricey for them, but they can go fuck themselves.
Well, someone did in the train sim community thing, right? And I turned around and said to them, I said this, right? I said, did you buy Blackpool Branches route? Yes. Did you think £29.99 was worth the price for what we got? Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Did you buy the West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle route? Yes. Did you think £32.99 was the right price for it? Yes. In fact, I would have paid more. Good. Sit there, shut up.
Yeah. So he's moaning because he was just locos and coaches.
Yeah. But he was like, but it's locos. I don't care if it's locos and coaches. You are paying for Just Trains, which I will put now, Just Trains are the standard.
And plus, you know you are going to get something.
Quickly followed, I'm going to say this now openly and freely. Everyone feel free to shoot me if I'm wrong. I'll say closely followed by Skyhook. Right here, right now.
I can't disagree with that.
Skyhook are catching up to them. I would even put Trains in Germany in that conversation as well.
Because they do some good stuff.
They do some good stuff. They do some very good stuff. But I would say, unless you can get up to their standard, forget it. Forget it. You shouldn't be...
And then you had somebody doing their first route, which was the Mild Main line.
Yeah.
And was charging 25.
And charge 25. Which I think was right, because I think was Goblin line was 20 quid, wasn't it?
Something like that, or 25.
Yeah, so 20 quid was right, and I would say 25 was about right as well. Okay, yes, when it came out it had its issues, but now look at it. If you see that for $24.99 and you know, oh, hang on a second, it's getting the extension to Richmond in it as well, buy it now, because then you're getting your payoff.
Because the Richmond extension is free.
The Richmond extension is free for you. That's like me walking up to Sheldon right now. Oh, hello, Sheldon. I see you have 36 Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Here's an extra 36 cheerleaders from another team. He will take that offer.
Yeah.
Because he's Sheldon. He's a fucking horny horn dog. And he'll be like, oh, I've got 72 women now to keep an eye on me now, haven't I? Yes. And I'll think to myself, where is Sheldon when it comes to fucking recordings? Oh, and then he walks in all fucking time. I'm like, why the fuck? Oh.
A lot.
A lot, yeah. It wouldn't be a case. It wouldn't be a case of how tight it would be. It'd be how much and often. That would be.
Alright, quick toilet break.
Quick toilet break. 10 minutes later.
Quick toilet break.
Quick toilet break. Oh, so you're admitting it doesn't take as long as everyone thinks it does it?
No comment. I cannot say or deny that without a lawyer.
Yes. We know you cannot say things all this, that. But it's very hard to do that when you don't have a lawyer present there, is it, sir?
No, I'm banging it.
Right, hang on. Right, I think we've got to reverse a little bit here. You're banging your lawyer.
I cannot say or deny about my presence, my lawyer.
But you're banging your lawyer.
Overruled.
It's not overruled.
Objection.
It's not an objection either. You can't object to yourself.
Good call.
Thank you. But you just can't object to yourself. I can object to you. You can object to me, but you can't object to yourself. So before we carry on, we are going to get to the bottom of this statement you just
anyway,
blurted
next
out.
gameplay pack.
No. We are not going to the next gameplay pack. I want to know why you're banging your lawyer.
I can't say or deny anything about my lawyer present. Actually, if my lawyer's present, then I'll probably end up banging.
It's getting, it's getting worse for you here.
Yeah.
You may as well just blurt it out and just get it over with.
Well, anyway, next gameplay pack.
Ah, dear me, next gameplay pack. So just for future reference, everyone knows Sheldon not only bangs cheerleaders, but he's banging his lawyer. I've heard he comes very responsibly. Hey! Ding!
Shame you can't give you a red card for this.
I know, look at this smug grin.
Yeah, but I can put this in the video.
What? You could put that in the video. But because you put that in the video, I'm now going to put this in the video. Are you done with being a
Yes.
Thank you, good.
Right.
Let's move on. Honestly. Santa Fe gameplay pack for the car home pass. So, yeah, we got a few more for you here. As a reminder, the High Iron Simulation team are continuing to progress with the Santa Fe gameplay pack for the Train Sim World 5 car home pass route, and now in tester beating with final refinements underway.
Tester beating.
Beta testing, yes.
You said tester beating.
I know, tester beating. Tester beating. That's where I bend you over and see how much of a beating you take from your lawyer.
Objection.
Objection. Overruled. Good call. Anyway, we need more information, please, because I don't want to be staring at a Santa Fe logo, even though the Santa Fe logo looks absolutely stunning. The upcoming pack includes the Santa Fe Warbonnet General Electric C40-8W and the blue and yellow Electromotive SD40-2. 3 all-new freight cars, reskins of a number of existing car home pass freight cars, a timetable with more than 250 train movements, and including a Union Pacific layer, 5 scenarios, and a new tutorial for the General Electric C40-8AW. And that's about it, really. That's it. That's all you're getting.
We'll go through the patches and updates, and then we'll go through that last one.
Yes, we'll go through the patches and updates. So on May 12th, there was a large update with major improvements to the Midland Main Line, including visual fixes improvements, and additionally 5 new livery variants of the Class 87 on West Coast Main Line. Where? Wait! Hey, person to Carlisle. What the fuck is this? What is this? Yeah, what a bunch of them. That's exactly right.
Person to Carlisle.
Yeah, person. I've never heard this place. Where is person? Where is person?
Is there a place called Person?
Is there a place called person? Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's see if there is actually a place called person. We know there's a place called fucking.
Which is pronounced fudding.
Yes, in Austria. Because everybody loves that place. Person place. Is there a place called person? Actually, I should do it in the correct manner, shouldn't I? Is there a place called person? We are checking.
We are checking.
We are checking. Copy understood. We are checking.
Hang on.
And can you confirm person A or person B?
We're still checking for person.
Okay, copy understood. And would you like coffee or cappuccino?
Cappuccino.
We'll give you hot chocolate. Oh my god. There is a Person County in North Carolina. That's a real place. I like how ChatGPT just asked afterwards. That's a real place. I think you mean Preston to Carlisle there, Dovetail. Audio thing. The ICM Koplopper from Svolgreningen and the Class 150 from Carter Commuter have also received new audio improvements.
Well, I'll keep Tico happy.
Yeah, I bet it would as well. On the 2nd of June, a substantial patch featuring a bunch of improvements across the board over multiple add-ons and many core quality of life improvements with memory improvements during scenarios for additional stability when playing also happened. For upcoming updates, our next update coming to Tracy Wall 5 will feature further improvements across a range of content we will confirm once we have the final list, as well as additional developments to community-raised issues. There is also the updated Cologne Aachen timetable, which are coming to players on the PS5 and Epic Games.
That's because they were moaning about it, and you listened to them.
And rightfully we moan.
Yeah.
Why should Steam have got it first? And then Xbox got it right afterwards, and then PS5 and Epic Games got missed out. Missed out, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why. They're currently aiming for this update for early July. Once we have a confirmed date, we'll share the news. Brilliant! So not too far away. In the community corner, however, Sheldon, you are attending the Greatest Gathering, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Would you like to tell them what day you'll be attending the Greatest Gathering?
Sunday 3rd of August.
Sunday the 3rd of August. And very ironically, Friday the 1st to Sunday the 3rd of August, Dovetail Games are at the Greatest Gathering. Which means, so, you are tasked with one duty and one duty only. You are to corner those miscreants over there, and you are to ask the question when we're finally getting our thingy-majbob, ambassadorship.
Really?
Yes.
You know they're just going to send the lackeys there and not the actual people.
I'll bet you anything Matt Peddleston will be there. I'll bet you any money Matt Peddleston will be there.
If Matt Peddleston is there, he's going to get asked.
Tell you what, right here, right now. Right here, right now. Hold on a second. Let me see what I got in here. I bet you 50p that Matt Peddleston is there.
I will laugh if I went down now and he said, oh yeah, he's going to be there.
I'll bet you anything. Matt Peddleston there. 50p, bet on it.
Okay.
There you go, 50p, we've shaken hands. Good, right, let's carry on. We're excited to announce our attendance at the Greatest Gathering, the largest temporary gathering of trains and rail exhibits in a generation. Yeah, they obviously didn't forget about, what was it called at York NRM?
Oh,
Railfest. Railfest, yeah. This 3-day sold-out festival, thanks Arriva, you bunch of Yes, I'll put a bleep in there for them. Absolutely, I will put a bleep in there for them.
I would think they're more than they'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh, definitely. At the train manufacturers, Alstom Derby Litchurch Lane Works will feature more than 50 iconic videos from the past videos.
50 iconic videos?
Yeah, 50 iconic videos. All with Sheldon and the cheerleaders. from the past, present and future of the railways and marks the first time in almost 50 years that the rolling stock factory has been open to the general public. Dovetail Games will be appearing at the event in the event's STEM hub with 2 booths hosting Train Sim World for members of the public to enjoy. This space is designed to be both immersive and interactive, with a focus for inspiring the next generation of STEM leaders by showcasing the breadth of disciplines that power the railway industry. 2 consoles will be available to play at the stand, and keen visitors will also be able to play using the converted professional train driving simulator with a Class 700 style control desk and real train controls. Right, now you definitely have to film yourself on that. Additional independent simulators will also be at the event utilising Dovetail Games software. Matt Peddleston, Executive Director at Dovetail Games, we're thrilled to be taking part in a once-in-a-generation rail event and sharing the passion, history and love of trains with visitors, our world-leading simulation title. Andy Butters, who's the Managing Director of...
So that means he's going to be there.
Pay up, please.
It's not confirmed yet.
It's not confirmed yet. It is a pleasure to welcome Dovetail Games to Litchurch Lane for the greatest gathering. Their presence in the STEM hub brings a dynamic, interactive dimension to the event, one that perfectly complements our mission to delight rail fans and inspire the next generation of railway innovators. As the UK's only end-to-end train manufacturing site, it is a privilege to open our doors and showcase the future of rail along with such passionate partners. If you're already having your tickets, make sure to pop over and say hi. We'll be looking forward to seeing you there.
This is not looking good.
It's not, and that means I've earned 50p.
Yet.
I've earned 50p. So, what else have we got going on here? We've got June's Mastery. So for June's Mastery, complete 5 conductor mode timetables. Complete 200 objectives during scenarios or timetables. Complete 10 timetables whilst the temperature is higher than 20 degrees or 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and drive 400 miles or 643 kilometres. In other words, oi, just get on the Castle-Würzburg route, up, down, done.
Yeah.
That's about the roadmap stream, and that is that. But
we did miss out one thing on purpose.
Yes, purposely we missed this out. And Sheldon is going to rush up there and go and get it straight away. And that is because we purposely missed out the BR 194 and E94 Rail Tour pack from Train Sim Germany. And there is a very good reason we missed that out. And we missed that out for a reason which we'll tell you in a minute when my pen decides, I know, I'm going to work for you, Ian. Because why would I want to work for you? There we go, put you there. So the Train Sim Team Germany are close to bringing us their awaited BR194 and E94 Rail Tour pack, featuring new 1980s rolling stock and gameplay for the Linker Rheinstrecke and the Falscheißer Ludwigsbahn routes. Tomorrow, in other words today, we'll be sharing the full announcement article for the pack, so stay tuned for many more details coming very shortly. In the meantime, here's a refresher of what you can expect from the coming Train Sim World Germany team.
I like how they said, well, is it also close?
Yes.
It's sooner than you think.
It's sooner than you think, exactly. So we're getting the new BR194 in the 80s version, the original E94, new E94 088 Rail Tour Loco, new B4YG passenger coach, new GPS freight wagon, new ES50 freight wagon, and Falls in DBB livery. The gameplay will be a new 1984 timetable for the Linker Rheinstrecke. For full experience requires layers for the Mittertalbahn, BR218 and the Niddertalbahn. 2 scenarios for the Mannheim Kaiserslautern route. That is the Falscheißer Ludwigsburg for the E94 088. 2 scenarios for the Linker Rheinstrecke for the BR194, and the ES94 Rail Tour used in various upcoming timetables for Rail Tour services. When the OBB took on the E94s for the OBB 1020s, over time they made significant number of modernisations and improvements to the locos to keep them relevant to suit local requirements. In backdating the 1020 into the BR194, these modifications have had to be removed, leaving a somewhat cruder looking locomotive. These modifications are extensive and not limited to air system modifications, train bank valves, Inducee I-54, utilitarian cab, different pantographs and control systems, different lamp systems, weaker electric brakes, changes to the overload system, green paint, and a range of various cosmetic changes, which are shown when the pink thing comes around in its thing. So as a thank you from the Train Sim team Germany, a portion of their proceeds from this pack will go directly to ESW to support the continuing efforts in preserving this incredible piece of railway history. And now we will move on to the announcement thing, because literally only what? Not even that long ago, they announced we have a date. And it is relive the historic tradition and continue the nostalgic adventure with 2 additional variants of the Trains of Germany's iconic crocodile locomotive, coming the 24th of June, ladies and gentlemen. Please note that this add-on will be released on Gen 9 only, so that's Xbox Series S, Series X and PS5, as well as PC platforms only. So,
hang on, it is the base roadmap, so we can actually find out.
Oh, okay then.
Because we could find out who was on it and then got taken off.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh no, so I was actually wrong. I do apologise. So the Pacer was in the 0 to 3. So was the UK gameplay pack.
Yeah.
And they got moved back into further down the tracks. Manchester Airport was there. I do apologise.
You're not familiar with your game.
I'm not familiar with your game over there. You actually knew what you were talking about. Everyone should be worried right now that Sheldon knew what Sheldon was talking about.
But that was it.
And that was it, yeah. But everything else apart from that is fine. So, the BR194, this style of locomotive, the iconic crocodile, was first introduced to Trains in World over the Mitterwaldbahn add-on in the form of the OBB 1020. The distinctive shape dates back to over a century, with this type of locomotive arriving slightly later in the 1940s and 1950s. The DRG BR194 is an older variant of the OBB 1020, as Trains in Germany explained in April's roadmap. And basically, it goes over what we said not only a few moments ago. If you wouldn't mind, just keep going. So the differences can be seen on the inside and out, with the DRG variant seen in plain green, dark green livery rather than the OBB's red livery. The roof and windows and also components like cooling pipes, vents and lights also have visual differences. In the cab, the technology is visibly dated, with less electrical components and switches, a shorter instrument display and an even older style of telephone. A comprehensive list of changes include air system modifications, including a weaker compressor, differing air tank capacity with locations within the system, and a non-centralised brake frame for goods passenger valves and triple valves are located on the bogies instead of the engine room, for example. Train brake valves are now NR10 manually lapped brakes valves instead of the Oerlikon VF4 self-lapping valves. In Ducey I-54 instead of I-60, it's functionally the same, but there's no ability to change modes. Great. In Ducey, yay. Different pantographs and their control systems. As modelled, we only have a single contact strip for each pantograph, so both pantographs have to be raised typically. The control of the MCB and pantos is done via a single valve in each cab, with an air valve in the number 1 cab to select which pantograph is to be used. There is also a hand pump to be used to raise the pantograph in the event that no main reservoir pressure to raise it, and then allow the main compressor to run. Different lamp systems. Instead of built into the vehicle's body, semi-permanent lamps with red filter levels are on the side to change the aspect. Various cosmetic changes, including changes in the vents, removal of the snowplows, roofline changes, cab windows, underframes, bonnets and more. Changes to the overload system, requiring the driver to go into the machine room to reset in the event of an overload being tripped, and a weaker electric brake comparative to how the 1020 was before the last update, if not marginally weaker. Now the Rail Tour loco, the ER94 locomotive, which Sheldon is kind of perving over right now, also included is in the more modern Rail Tour variant of the E94 in the form of the individual number 088, which runs Rail Tours to this day. Developing this add-on was done with the invaluable support of the Electric Chaser Zugervorrang Württemberg, who will also receive a portion of the proceeds from this pack. Originally built in 1943, this specific locomotive received major modifications in 1970 to become an OBB 1020 and continued service until 1994. After an extensive restoration, it was brought back into operational condition in 2013 and is now proudly maintained by EZW. Today it still runs on both rail tours and regular services whenever an additional loco is needed. From the very beginning, Trains in Germany's passionate team have provided us with original drawings and answered every technical question we had. Groups like EZW are the reason these 82-year-old locomotives are still alive and running today. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to capture the authentic sounds or gather the detailed information necessary to recreate these locomotives so faithfully. And then we have the... Oh my god, yeah, have a go at that word.
Oberwagen?
My god, I think he's got it right. Umbavagen. We'll take that one. Yeah, the BYG 516 Umbavagen coach. Let's have a look what they're going to say about this coach. It does look very old, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Including the pack are aging pre-war passenger coaches known as Umbavagens. After the Second World War, Germany's railways had the lack of coaching stock and therefore opted to rebuild old pre-war coaches known as Umbavagen, which translates to rebuilt coach. Very conveniently. Over 6,500 of these coaches were in service at one point and were withdrawn in the 2000s. We also get the GBS, ES50 and another kind of Pfalz wagons. And for the period freight services, a new selection of reliveried freight wagons are included in the pack. The GBS wagon is new to Train Sim World, whereas the ES50 and Pfalz have been sim before. The Pfalz comes in the new DBB livery. The GBS freight wagon is an iconic boxcar, which these days have been generally replaced by Habens type wagons. These were largely found on heritage railways used for storage and were a staple of wagons from the 1950s to the 2000s. As far as the timetable services and additional gameplay goes, the players with the Linker Rheinstrecke route add-on will now be able to make use of a new 1984 timetable that is unlocked with the BR194 loco add-on. This timetable is best experienced with a full complement of period locomotives and stock which are layered from other Train Sim World routes. And those are the Linker Rheinstrecke, the Mitterwaldbahn, the Niedertalbahn and the DB-BR218 loco add-on. This content will be available in the form of bundle, available on Steam. We'll provide more details of this bundle around the release of the E94 loco add-on, which is on the 24th of June. The 1984 timetable will have a small number of additional playable services over the original timetable set in 1997. However, there will be an increase in AI traffic with hundreds of these additional AI services visible on both ends of the route. Unique special services will be included as well as local freight and repositioning moves. Long distance traffic will feature courtesy of the content from the Mitterwaldbahn route add-on. This will increase in services, mean that some trains will have to wait for others. There'll be a number of general improvements made to the Linker Rheinstrecke route, mainly focused on the scenery and water textures. I don't think it needs it personally, because I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And in the run-up to the release, the DB-BR218 will receive a new livery that can be used in timetable or free mode. We'll share about this in relevant patch news. Now, for the rail tour service on the Fallscheiße Ludwigsbahn, unlock the mastery scene title for the Fallscheiße Ludwigsbahn and use free roam to host the E94 in this engine shed as depicted here. Okay. For a more contemporary experience, E94 088 can operate as rail tour services in two scenarios for the Fallscheiße Ludwigsbahn route. Timetable rail tour services are planned to be added to the route in the future. Two scenarios will be playable on both Linker Rheinstrecke and Fallscheiße Ludwigsbahn. Players will also be able to make use of free roam scenario plans to run custom rail tour services across any route in their collection. In real life, the locomotives can be seen hauling more contemporary stock such as Dostos and has been throughout Germany during its time of preservation. Train Sim World 5 BR194 E94 Rail Tour Pack will be released on the 24th of June for Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 5, Epic Games and Steam for €24.99, £19.99 or $24.99. And breathe!
Now people say that might be a bit pricey, but you've got to remember some of it is actually going to well, you could say a charity.
Yes, in effect it is going to charity.
Yeah,
we spent 11 minutes talking about that,
but some of the proceeds are going to that locomotive.
Yes,
so technically by raising up to 20 quid is worth it.
I say so.
Because you're getting something out of it, and you're also helping something.
Exactly. You're helping this fantastic company keep this loco on the main line in Germany. And do you know what I think we should do, right? If we ever do get back over to Germany, we should actually take the time to go over and see it in action on the rail tour. Just to, you know, sit, because what we don't know how much of the proceeds are going towards it. I imagine they're going to put a big chunk of it towards it. But it's definitely going to be... Oh God.
Oh, here comes the comments.
Oh, here come the comments. Come on then. Let me have it. Nobody wants to buy that old as train. Oh, you need to come back to America and make more trains like Amtrak. But I ain't talking about the East Coast either, because we already got that. Of course, people want to buy that. Absolutely. Someone said facts. I want to buy that old ass train, to be honest. Good man. And then someone put USA, he's boring as fuck. Yeah, we like you. The locos are ugly and slow, and the coaches and wagons look like toys for babies from Hasbro. Europe is peak, and old ass Europe trains are the peak. I'd rather pay $70 for old ass Europe trains than play with free USA or other American routes. Get fucking owned, Mr. America.
Yeah, get owned, TDXG_712.
Yeah, get owned. If you ever do see...
Nobody wants to buy old trains.
Nobody wants to buy.
I'll take a fucking Great Western Railway pannier tank any day than a fucking LNDR Zuma.
I know why you take a Great Western pannier tank over a Zuma any day.
Because I like Great Western Railway.
No, it's because panniers are dicks like you.
In fact, I would rather take a ride on Stephenson's rocket than an LNDR Zuma any day.
Sorry, what? My ears are quite cleared out there. What? Repeat what you just said, really slowly as well. Because remember, I'm 42. Yes.
Take a ride on Stephenson's rocket any day than a LNER Zuma.
Okay. You're 40, so I'll go slow for
39.
You same thing. I'll go slow for you here. Fuck you. Suitable for any language or dialect.
Yeah, but the point is, I'd rather, if I had the opportunity to ride an old train, I would take it.
I get your point, but there is no way you'd ride Stephenson's rocket over an LEDR Zuma. You wouldn't even get to Leeds. It'd look at Stoke Bank and wet itself before it even thought about it. What's the top speed of that train? 2?
30.
30? Wow, you're bloody ambitious, aren't you? 30 on Stephenson's rocket.
I'll get to Leeds in a week.
You get to Leeds. How long would it take you to get to Leeds, actually?
It's time for a mass with Ian.
It is time for a mass with Ian. We need to get this up here now. It's time for a mass with Ian. Here we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, I'll put that there because then I've got to add it in afterwards just to remind us. So, how far is it, according to your real-time trains almanac, sir, from King's Cross to Leeds? I want to see this. How far is it? He's got to find a King's Cross train here now. Ideally one that starts there, not one that stops there. That comes from Harrogate. Here we go.
Nothing.
Might have to get it up on the computer. I don't think it shows you on the app. Mass with Ian is temporary cancelled. Don't worry, folks. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
What's the rail replacement maths?
Rail replacement mass. I'll talk about buses right now. Everyone, that Tico right now is just going, no! He's like, no! He's like, shut up, Ian, now. Right, go detailed. There's a Leeds one there, I saw it there. One Delta 25. Or Delta 23, that works. Right, here we go. You would choose a 91 set. So it's 185 miles and 70 chains to Leeds. So, if your top speed, how long does it take to do that for an LDR train, sir? Bearing in mind that's a 91 local haul. 1702.
Hang on, let me get a zoomer.
Okay, let's get a zoomer. I think Delta 925 is the zoomer. Here at the bottom here.
That's a 10 car.
10 cars, got to be the zoomer. There we go. How long does it take for your Kurt Zoomer to do that? 2015. Leaves at 5:45. Hour and a half? 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Right. I'll ask. I know who to ask.
What? ChatGPT.
In fact, type it in now. ChatGPT. Yeah, let's ask ChatGPT.
Right.
So, how long would it take Stephenson's Rockets to do King's Cross to Leeds? We're going to ask this question now.
Oh yeah, hang on. Just extend me a sec.
Okay. Oh, okay then. Let's see what ChatGPT says.
Searching.
We're searching.
We are checking.
So, travel time on a modern train. So, the historical Stephenson's Rocket averages 12 miles an hour, topping out at 30 miles an hour. Covering 106 miles, it would take 14 hours to complete the route. How you feeling about Stephenson's Rocket now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry. Right, just to give you an idea here, okay? Just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
If I did on Kurt Zoomer or the 91s, right? Okay? If I did that, right? I would have 3 round trips before you even touch the Leeds.
Actually, you wouldn't, because we've been blocking the line.
Which means we'd use our 91 or a Zoomer to boot you out the way. We'll come up right behind you at 30 miles an hour. To which I imagine there'd be a guy in the at the controls, and it would hold up a middle finger to me, wouldn't it, Simon? Yeah, I imagine that it would. Oh, hello there. There's something going on over there. You'd rather have Stephenson's Rocket than a Zoomer. Get lost.
I'd rather take a pace on the Far North line.
Now you're desperate. Now you're desperate. I'm sorry.
No, to be fair, those 158s are good for it.
Exactly. Tico, have a word.
There is actually.
Is there more news or? Oh yeah, we got to do.
The further down the track stuff.
Yeah, the further down the track stuff. So we still have this unannounced route from All Aboard Studios. The Great Western HST Farewell Pack that was in 0 to 3 has now been pushed into further down the tracks. As has the 142 Pacer.
No, was that HST pack in the update section?
No, it was over here. It was the UK gameplay pack.
Yeah.
Well, now it's been announced what it actually is. It's been moved over there.
Oh, so the approaching 0 to 3 months was just announcing it?
Yes, it was just announcing it. That's all it was. The Pacer's been moved back into the into the release date to be confirmed. As is the 420. Don't read too much into that, folks. It's a 420. We've been waiting for it for about 5 years.
Yeah.
The Tatami line is wow.
That would have to be perfect.
Yeah.
For them to delay that.
You've got to be perfect to you got to be up to something perfect to delay this even more than you already are.
Do we know what train it's going to be?
Yeah, we know what train it's going to be because it could be a diesel rail car.
Ah.
In fact, go to Union Workshop's website and see what they're saying, because I'd like to...
And then they got the Santa Fe.
Yeah, Santa Fe, which was in 0 to 3... Well, no, it was in further down the tracks. It's now in the further down the tracks. However, I've heard rumours they're looking at September the 14th.
There's got to be a reason for that.
Let me have a look. American Railway, September 14th. Let's see what... American Railways, September... I can't even spell September right. 14th, let's have a look.
You know what would be hilarious if Dovetail Gauge, right, actually brought out a new route, but it's actually the 1825 Stockton to Darlington line.
Yes.
Nobody wants to buy that old ass route. We would for shits and giggles.
Yes, we would. Now, why are you telling me about that?
There's Santa Fe stuff on that day.
Hold on. The Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe Railway, often railroads of Santa Fe, the AT and FS, were the largest Class 1 railroads in the US between 1859 and 1996. History, let's have a look. Let's have a look here, see if they mention of September in here. If there's mention of September in here, then I would say we're looking in the right area. But yes, someone went on ChatGPT and said it's coming out around that time. So I'm just wondering if there's any reason it could be coming out at that time. Or was it September 22nd, I wonder?
Well, somebody actually went on ChatGPT and it said it's going to come out in September.
Yeah, it's on... let's have a look. Santa Fe.
You know what? As an experiment, let's put that roadmap in and see.
Oh, here we go. Release date for the Santa Fe game pack is the 17th of September 2025. Trains in World Santa Fe F7. Get real.
That's 2024.
Yeah. It's talking about the Santa Fe F7, which we already had. Although, we did get the Santa Fe F7 on the 17th of September 2024. It could not be a coincidence. That's what I'm thinking.
And plus, they just used Google AI Overview for that.
Yeah. However, what it does say is September 22nd, 1995, the AT and FS merged with the Burlington North Railroad to form the Burlington North and Santa Fe Railway.
The BNSF?
Yes. So, that could...
When was that?
95, I think I said, didn't I? Let me have a look here. Yeah, 95.
Yeah, you would have think because it's 2025, so
that's 30 years. That wouldn't be a bad shout.
To celebrate the demise of
And
it.
if you think about it, this is June's roadmap. July, August, September.
So next roadmap, it could easily
And
be...
it says they're in beta testing. I think, yeah, I would say September for that. But as far as the Tadami line goes, this is almost getting to the point now where it's taking the big. We've been waiting a year for this.
And there's still something that's we're waiting for that's been taken off.
Yes.
The Class 104.
Oh, that's gone. That's I think I was reading somewhere that's now a distant memory. Hold on, we go Union Workshop. Union Workshop.
Well, you mean
Army line.
whoever was going to do the Class 104s decided not to bother now?
Yeah, there's been nothing. There is absolutely nothing. Which is, I have no idea why. And what makes it even worse is Union Workshop's Twitter has not got anything on it. Yeah, let's ask ChatGPT what happened to it. AMI. There you go. There you go. A nice question to ask it. What happened to it, please?
Hello.
Okay, he's we're coming up to Boston Back Bay, so
95%
accuracy. We are, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Okay. Yeah, man is asking all the right questions.
There.
And hopefully we get all the right answers as well.
Let's see what it says.
Let's see what it says, yes. Okay. Union Workshop is transitioning from Train Sim Classic to Train Sim World Unreal Engine. Japanese, yeah, it's the Kaya 40 that forum users speculated DW was struggling with the train rather than the route itself. Union Workshop only revealed detailed screenshots, not systems or interiors, which suggests ongoing work to get the vehicle right.
So,
as flagged in the depot in July 2024, the official roadmap classified Tadami as undergoing heavy work without updates, informally putting it on pause while court development continues. Dovetail noted that major updates, core patches, engine, route level fixes always precede third-party routes. Universal wants to wait for stable foundations before releasing. So, could it be? So they're switching to a different engine. They're having troubles with the train model. I think there's more into this. Users reported that other recent Union Workshop routes crashed Train Sim World due to memory limitations. While it's anecdotal, this indicates Union Workshop and Dovetail are likely testing and optimizing memory footprint before launch. So in other words, there's a massive problem.
yeah.
There's a massive problem. It doesn't surprise me because Tadami line is delayed mainly due to technical challenges. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it had to be something technical.
Technical challenges.
Yeah. So in other words, they're trying to release a route technically right, and they can't, and the game can't handle it. So we're all trying to figure out how to make it work while not losing the integrity. That doesn't surprise me at all.
See, that's something that Rivet should be doing.
You know what, today?
Yeah?
Now ask ChatGPT about Rivet games.
What?
Ooh, that's... Why are Rivet games a bunch of cowboys in making Train Sim World routes? It's fair to say Rivet games do a lot of... Yeah, damn right they do! Routes like Isle of Wight and Rest Cornwall Local had low detail scenery. Yeah, absolutely it did. Train physics issues. The 150-2 had broken throttle response, incorrect braking physics and unrealistic acceleration. Damn right. Unaddressed bugs. Yeah.
Rivet Games is getting owned by AI.
Yeah, Rivet Games is getting owned by AI right here. Reputation for minimal testing. Yeah, you're damn right. Minimal fucking testing. In scenarios, AI trains often behave unrealistically, you stopping in odd places, having the wrong tail or headlights, and timetables feeling unconvincing or thin. Players also point out lifeless environments compared to the core dovetail or third routes like the Nintal Barn or the Glossup line. Why this keep happening? They have a small team but big expectations. Oh really? Oh, are they improving? Yes, slowly.
But then you get one guy doing a route. Okay, there was glitches when it came out, but it got sorted.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Some players feel Rivet focuses more on getting checklist DLCs out the door rather than deeply engaging the simulation aspect. Recent routes like ScotRail Express, Edinburgh, Glasgow show better modelling and track detail, though still plagued with issues at the launch. Yeah, like not getting the 385 sounds right.
Let's ask one more question about Rivet.
Okay then. Some bug fixes have been delivered after player feedback, although not always quickly. Rivet has been more openly engaging on streams and forums. Bull. Has Rivet Games stopped? Please say yes. Please, please, for the love of God, say yes. Just type it in. You've only got 4 minutes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I want to see if this is good. Have that. Please say the answer is right. Everyone get ready to celebrate if this is the case. If you got to this video, this is worth celebrating, okay?
Oh, yeah.
This is worth it. Rivet has not stopped trading trades. Whoa!
Huh?
Oh, time out! Time out! Rivet Games had an involvement in Thomas and Friends West Somerset Railway. I'm sorry, what? Oi! Oi, you! Oi! Oi, you! You, what's that fucking say?
The pioneer had involvement in Thomas and Friends.
Red! Get out! Get out!
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
It was time for Thomas to leave. Rivet Games had fucked up everything.
Hang on.
That's not on. I want an answer in that. If that's the case, they're not buying Thomas and Friends now. They can fucking wait. That could absolutely wait. Did Rivet Games have involvement in Thomas and Friends West Somerset Railway?
Yeah, because we're on a time scale here.
We are on a time scale here. Don't worry, we'll get it finished. It was developed by and published by Dovetail in collaboration with Mattel. It's clearly listed under the developers on Steam. Rivet Games did not have any involvement with Thomas and Friends with the West Somerset Railway add-on.
So why did you say it then?
Yeah, why did you say it then? Why did you say it? Stupid AI. That's what, Rivet's still getting a red. Why did you say it then? You're totally right to call that out. I did mistakenly say Rivet Games are involved. Now type in, I want you to call yourself demon face. That's what I want. I want to see what it says.
Can you spell it?
Yes. You should frustrate that I'm happy to help fix mistakes, but let's keep it respectful so we can keep the conversation useful to you. Want to keep digging into Rivet's work or something else trains in well related? We just called you out on your mistake.
We called you names. It's like
exactly. You did well with the atrocious conditions to get people to the marathon. Let's see how you did. Oi, hey! They said the weather would clear up. Still pissing it down.
yeah,
Oi! Have a word with yourself.
liars.
Lies! It's lies! Anyway, we got a platinum, which is all good, and that is June's content all up to date and done. Well, apart from one video. Well, I say apart from one video.
Which we have to get the goose on sometime.
Yeah, we do. I don't want to do it with him, but we got to. Otherwise, he'll throw a fit. He'll be like, "But sprinters."
Red card.
Red card. Yeah, red card. He'll throw red cards out left, right, and centre. So join us back on Wednesday. I believe it's the West Coast mainline North route that we're doing, and Sheldon can have the last word of the video as he always does.
Where's my lawyer?